Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. I'm the Scent Maven. Welcome back to my channel, Shopping in Scents. So this is going to be another life update vlog. So I told you guys in my last vlog that I was going to go see a weight loss doctor to see how I could improve my health journey, because I was having an issue with exercise and pain and getting a lot of advice from a lot of different so-called, fitness people. Oh, my eye itches. So I decided to go to a weight loss doctor to see what he had to say. Yes, I voted early today, and I'm wearing my Emily Strange shirt that says Emily knows how to make trouble. So this guy that I went to, he was really nice, and he's actually my mom's physical therapist, and he does orthopedics and weight loss. So he's super friendly guy, very encouraging. And I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if he was going to weigh me or if it was going to be very medical or clinical. So it was not. It was a very friendly environment. So he actually has an office out of his house. So like the top part of the building is his house, and then the bottom part of his house is his office. I'm sure you guys have seen those types of offices before. So you make an appointment, and it's just, you and him. Well, today it was me and my mom and him. So he has no secretary, it's just you and him. And there's a lot of exercise equipment and machines and different things. And so he didn't do any of the things. Well, I'm not gonna say he didn't do any of the things that I expected, but he didn't weigh me. He didn't ask me how much I weighed. He didn't ask me what medication I take. He did not ask me, he didn't ask me about any of my health conditions. He was just there to, we're going to try different exercises. We're going to see where your strengths are and where your weaknesses are. And we're going to teach you proper form for doing exercises, and anything that's too strenuous, we're going to modify to you and all this other stuff. So I got there. I filled out a form, with my basic information. And he had me go on the elliptical, which I've done before. I've used an elliptical before. So he said, let's stay on here for a little while and see how much you can do. So I did 10 minutes. And I said, okay, now I feel like, that's enough. He's like, don't overdo it. Let's just try it out. And then he had me do this thing where it's not a step ladder. It's just basically a step, 2 steps. So, and there's a bar on the side to hold on to, because he helps people who are older as well, or who have had, whatever, an accident or something. So, was step up onto the step and then come down very slowly, and step up again and come down very slowly. And then he had me do what else? I'm trying to think. Oh, so squats, right? I was able to do squats before, but he told me he wanted me to do squats sitting in a chair. So you stand up just like you're doing a regular squat. Now, instead of being in like the namaste pose with your legs apart and you're like this and you squat, he said, put your hands out like this and sit down slowly. Don't plop yourself in the chair. Make sure that your back is straight, your hands are out, back is straight, and you're going to sit down slowly into the chair, and then you're going to get back up and do it again. So those are like the modified squats that he had me do. And then he was like, we went into this other room, because in the first room he had an elliptical, a treadmill, which I didn't do, the step thing, that machine, I don't know what it's called, where it has like these metal steps and you push down on them. He had one of those. He didn't have an exercise bike. He had some weights, some kettlebells, the step thing. So then he took me in this other room where he had a table, like a doctor's table like where you go for a massage or something. So he had me lie down on the table on my stomach, and then he had me, he's like, okay, so you're gonna put one arm out with thumbs up, one arm out, and then put your legs straight. And then you're gonna do one arm and with your legs. So it almost looks like you're lying on your stomach on a table and you're swimming. It almost looks like you're swimming. You know, this arm up and this the back leg up. This arm up, the back leg up. Straight and up, not with your knee bent. So it's like a weird, it's like you're pretending to swim on a table. Then he had me try like planking, which I could not do. I could not do planking. I really couldn't do like sit-ups. Then he gave me these, I told you guys I can't bend my leg behind behind my back. So he had me lie on my stomach and he put what's called a strength strap on my foot, and I had to lie flat on my stomach and pull my leg up from the back by using this rope, right? And he's like, okay, pull your leg up like that, and just stay there for a little bit. We're gonna stretch out your muscles and stretch out your muscles. Oh, and then he had me doing these modified lunges, which were just like put your front foot forward and kind of kneel a little bit, and just like you're walking in slow motion. And I was like, I feel ridiculous. And he's like, you're doing great. So, yeah. I am in terrible pain now. He wrapped my knees, because I told him that my knees were killing me when I first got there. So after doing this stuff and stretching out my muscles and learning to keep my back straight when I'm doing these exercises, and learning to keep my legs straight and coming down off a step onto my heel instead of my toes, he wrapped my knees with these giant ice packs. You know, like, you ever see when you buy a box of like whatever from the store and they put those inflata air bags in it, you know, those air, whatever they're called, air balloon bags. So there was like a strip of those, but they were all ice. They were all filled with ice. And he wrapped it around my leg, and then around my knee, and then he wrapped a gauze around it so that they stayed on my knees. And he's like, okay, you're just gonna sit like that until your knees get numb, however long that takes. So that's what I did. I you know, he said to me that, you know, I'm not that, he said I'm in pretty good shape. Obviously not, but in the sense that I can do a lot of things that a lot of people can't do, I guess, at my weight, whatever. Although he didn't ask me what my weight was. He said that, you know, I'm lacking strength in a lot of areas, and that we can work on that. And you know, of course, that I told him I want to lose weight. He didn't tell me, you know, you need to lose this much weight, your body mass index is this. He didn't tell me any of that kind of stuff. It was just a very positive, you know, let's try different things. How are you feeling? Let's see what you can do. And he's like, okay. And then of course he wants me to go see him, continue to see him. But his hours are primarily during the day. He's not there past 5 o'clock. So that's not good for me, because I work. Most of the people he sees, I think, are older and retired. And so they're home during the day. He does home visits as well. But for people who are elderly, not just because you want him to come over rather than go there. And he's very close to my mom's house, so it's not a trouble at all. So he's there every other Saturday. So I said, okay, so he said, let's do every other Saturday. And he's like, sometimes I'm in the office later, because it's literally his house. You know, it's the bottom part of his house. So he's like, you know what? I'll text you when I'm around. If I'm working late one night, and if you want to come by, and do some, training, he's like, you can do that. But right now, we'll set it for not next Saturday, but the Saturday after. And in between, try to do these exercises. Now, as far as people telling me, you should take a break from exercise, you're hurting your body because you're not giving your body a chance to rest. He said a couple of interesting things. He told me, of course, what I've heard before. One day work out one part of your body. Let's say you're doing legs one day, then the next day do arms. So you're not doing the same body parts every day. And so if your legs are really hurting you, then do arm exercises and vice versa. And then he also said that walking outside on the hard concrete and uneven terrain is hard on the legs. So what I have been doing lately has been doing steps in my house, because it's been getting darker outside earlier. We're going to have daylight savings time, where it's spring ahead, fall back. So it's going to go back an hour. We're going to get an extra hour of sleep. And so, yeah, so it's going to get darker sooner, and it's already getting colder at night. So by the time I get home from work, it's already cold and dark. So I've been doing my steps in the house. So I think now I have an understanding of what I need to do. So the personal trainer that I had gave me some exercises, which this doctor helped me modify, and incorporated other things. And yeah, so I think I have a plan of what I can do. I can do my steps in the house. And I was surprised at how much, according to the app, I burn like 130 calories just doing 10 minutes on the elliptical. So, and he didn't have me lifting any weights, which was weird. I told him that I have this. Let me show you what I've been using. I don't have weights. I need to buy weights, I guess. But I've been using this thing. So, because my personal trainer said to me, what's the heaviest thing in your house? And I'm like, Malcolm, just my dog. So he's like, no, seriously, what's the heaviest thing? So this turned out to be pretty good. So, obviously I'm not showing you this right because, I'm trying to demonstrate within the camera. So doing arm raises and stuff. Ugh, now I gotta put this thing back. You could bludgeon somebody with that. Oh, anyway. So, I feel like I have a good amount of support. I saw my personal trainer yesterday, and he said that he already sees improvement. And, now I went to see this other doctor, I went to see a doctor. And so he's given me some direction. And I think the combination of all the stuff, I need to stretch my legs. Yeah, he didn't have me really doing like stretches like this. So I need to get a gym mat, small one, maybe a yoga mat, so that I can do that planking and push-ups, the modified push-ups, and that thing that's kind of like you're lying on your stomach but you're swimming. And what else? Oh, and I need to get the strength straps so that I can put the strap around my foot and then lie on my stomach and pull my leg behind my back and pull it up so that I'm stretching out my muscles. I checked on Amazon. They're about $15. Exercise mats, gym mats are pretty expensive, and they're also pretty big on Amazon. I think a yoga mat will be fine. So, because I'm pressed for room and also, budget. And I think that I have a set plan now that I'm going to try. I have all different kinds of exercises to do. all different kinds. So now I have a good amount of choices, and I think that's going to be helpful. And I have the support of my personal trainer and this doctor to guide me on my journey, along with following the app that I've been using to count calories and stay within a calorie budget. So other than being in horrible pain today, I think that that I'm going to be on the right path. And you know, I told him, I said, how long is it going to take me to lose 100 pounds? And he said, well, if you lose 10 pounds a month, you know, but I'm not losing 10 pounds a month. I've been on this healthy lifestyle for 2.5 months. So I really should have lost 25 pounds, but I have only lost 17 pounds. So I'm not losing 10 pounds a month. So it's going to take me a while. And obviously my body is not in great physical shape because I am having difficulty, you know, with a lot of, well, not a lot of the exercises, but with some of the exercises, you can definitely tell that my balance is off. There are some exercises that I do not have the strength to do, like regular planking. I just can't do it. Putting my leg behind my back without a strength strap is just impossible. So, and ironically, the doctor, who he looks like he's about 50 maybe, he can put his leg behind his back on one side, but he says he has arthritis and he can't put his leg behind his back on the other side. So, well, he can, but it's hard for him. I don't have arthritis, and he didn't tell me I had arthritis. So, yeah, I mean, he didn't tell me anything really negative about my body. You know, he didn't tell me, oh, you have too much fat concentrated here or there or anything like that. It was all about, you know, I said to him, has someone ever come to you? I said a couple of things to him. I was like, can't I just get liposuction or gastric bypass? He's like, no, we can do this. This is a good way. And then I said to him, well, has somebody ever come to you that's been so fat that they've just been beyond help? And he's like, no. He's like, everybody can be helped. Everybody can make progress. Everybody can improve, you know? And so that was, he's very, very positive guy, very encouraging. And so that's helpful. So that's the update of what did the weight loss doctor say. I'm going to take some Tylenol now because my legs are killing me. And tomorrow, like I said, well, today, the only exercise that I did was the steps that I naturally walked and the 1 hour of different exercises that I did at the place. So I logged that into my app, that I did 10 minutes on the elliptical, and then I did about 20 minutes of other exercises. So that's it for me for today. I cannot do any other exercises. I'm like spent for today. It's I'm just, my legs are just not going to take it. And that's it. All right. So comment, rate, subscribe, follow me on Instagram at Shopping and Sense. I will see you all in a future video where hopefully there'll be less of me. But until then, goodbye everyone out there in YouTube land.